Sweetie All Kings in town. Should be a full house on that one.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports Spring Tournaments. Check out all the tournaments they have to offer. In their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for all levels in Kingston. Their tournaments include Adult Hockey Classic, Ontario Prospects D2, D3, and Junior Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports, hosting spring hockey 4-on-4 leagues in Kingston, Napanee, and Girls League only based out of Napanee as well. Head on over to realmsports.com to register your player today.
This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by HDC Kingston Realm Sports. Hockey Development Center Kingston is the newest state-of-the-art facility brought to Kingston, located at 1325 Centennial Drive. It offers programs to players from U8 to U20. Programs include our skate mill training and total training package, utilizing our 2 skate mills, Fusion Skating Zone, and more. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by, in their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for players of all levels in Kingston. Tournaments include Prospects D2 and D3 Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by Realm Sports Academy, powered by TPH, is an academy offered to students grades 6 to 12 looking for a holistic approach to academics. The academy offers specialization in sports, including hockey, baseball, softball, and golf. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by 417 Bus Line, founded in 1958 in Castleman, Ontario, is a bus and charter transportation provider serving the Ottawa region with a large fleet of over 850 vehicles. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by Realm Sports is a family-centered multi-sport academy located in Kingston, Ontario. They offer a variety of programs, including sports tournaments, spring hockey leagues, teams, and camps designed for different age groups. The organization focuses on providing exciting and educational sports experiences.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports Spring Tournaments. Check out all the tournaments they have to offer. In their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for all levels in Kingston. Their tournaments include Adult Hockey Classic, Ontario Prospects D2, D3, and Junior Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports, hosting spring hockey 4-on-4 leagues in Kingston, Napanee, and Girls League only based out of Napanee as well. Head on over to realmsports.com to register your player today.
This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by HDC Kingston Realm Sports. Hockey Development Center Kingston is the newest state-of-the-art facility brought to Kingston, located at 1325 Centennial Drive. It offers programs to players from U8 to U20. Programs include our skate mill training and total training package, utilizing our 2 skate mills, Fusion Skating Zone, and much, much more. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by, in their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for players of all levels in Kingston. Tournaments include our Ontario Prospects D2 and D3 Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by TPH. Realm Sports Academy, powered by TPH, is an academy offered to students grades 6 to 12, looking for a holistic approach to academics. The academy offers specialization in sports, including hockey, baseball, softball, and golf. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by 417 Bus Line, founded in 1958 in Castleman, Ontario, is a bus and charter transportation provider serving the Ottawa region with a large fleet of over 850 vehicles. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by Realm Sports is a family-centered multi-sport academy located in Kingston, Ontario. They offer a variety of programs, including sports tournaments, spring hockey leagues, teams, and camps designed for different age groups. The organization focuses on providing exciting and educational sports experiences.
check out all the tournaments they have to offer. In their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments.
We're back for the second period. Lance Brown stepping in 1-1 with David Duggan on the goal. Face off, one shot in by the Wranglers. This is Rivette now giving chase into the corner. Nice hard hit against the boards. That was Emmett Guess. As they now try to work this one out. Kept in at the line. This is Manikoff. As they work this back. This is Ty Wood now battles his man. The outside hard slash. Penalty coming up against Blake Wood. That's a pretty easy call for slashing. As he hammered the stick of that Gatineau player. As he was beat to the outside. Face off to the right-hand side. Left-hand side of Neal. This will be Duggan. Taking the draw, he's out there with Sabre. Grimbleby and Rose, your penalty killers. Gatineau works this on the outside. Wranglers square up. Sabre pushes his man out. Battle into the corner, this is Grimbleby now. Gatineau getting support in behind there. Grimbleby tangles his man up. Back to the point now. This is Olmstead. He tries to work it across. Nice pass. Couldn't control it, and this is David Duggan now. He's going to put this one out, and Sabre's going to give chase. 1 minute gone in the second period. Sabre on a great forecheck. He's going to turn this one over and battle hard on the half board. Duggan tried to go back, missed assignment there. Grimbleby and Rose both behind the net. Grimbleby's going to hammer this one down the ice. And now a foot race. Sabre and Duggan both go to change. Out come Sauvé and Lance Brown. Jershire also out there now. He's out there with Rose. Two guys get in behind Rose, but again, Neal shuts the door on that one as they try to clear this one off the glass and don't, and just out of play. Rose now going for his change. Out comes Manikoff. Face off to the right-hand side. Lance Brown steps in on the draw. Face off won by Gatineau. Stick broke. That's Lance Brown without his stick. Off the foot of Sauvé in the corner. Lance Brown still without his stick. Has to be very careful out there. Of course, they're caught on this on the long change on this one, so Lance Brown is without his stick right now. They gotta try and figure out how to get that there. Lance Brown now in the shooting lane. Tries to stay in the middle, no stick off the leg. Again, blocking up the shooting lane. Lance Brown now able to get out and get a stick. They decide to change. Penalty now over. 5-on-5 hockey as Wranglers keep this to the outside shot. Neal didn't see that one over his left shoulder, but it went wide. Gatineau now controls. That's out. Not called by the official. Gatineau now tries to circle this one around, and he's pressured hard. That's by Sauvé. Nice hit. Little bumping and checking here out front of the penalty box. Sauvé stands his ground against his man. 17-17. Face off right here in front of us, in front of the Gatineau bench. This is Miracle. Miracle wins the draw, but Gatineau now controls. Long dump in, slapped away by Rose. Rose is going to carry this one out. He does get this one out, and this is Ty Wood now trying to help himself on the side. Hard battle there. Now a foot race. This is Garley now, goes against his man. This is Gavin Garley. Gatineau tries to clear hard. They do get this out, and this is Rose backing up. He's going to find Grimbleby. Grimbleby's going to one-touch pass this up on the outside. Grimbleby throws his man to the ice. No problem for him. As the Wranglers work this one down low. Miracle now. That was Ty Wood, sorry. As they work around the outside. Long shot. Neal's going to easily grab this one at 16:22 remaining of the second period. Face off to the left-hand side of Neal. Face off won by the Wranglers and controlled. Sabre now goes to the outlet pass. This is going to be one touch, no high stick on this one as they go back. Ty Wood spins away on this. Blake Wood spins away from his man as he works on the outside. We'll try and keep Ty and Blake separated. Both new players here. As Sabre now drops this off for Blake Wood. He's going to control this one back. And now controlled by Gatineau. Nice hard hit in the corner by Steven Sabre. Out comes Gatineau one-on-one. This is Blake Wood backing up. Long shot. Neal's going to save that one. Kick it off the right-hand side. No problem on that one for Neal. Now they work this one back. Long shot. Tip off the side of the net. Didn't hit the post, though. As Neal read that one. And a battle on the board. This is Manikoff. Manikoff puts this out to the shooting lane. Quick shot. Misses, goes wide. As Wranglers try to get this one out, and they do. Now a foot race. This is Sauvé. Wranglers couldn't touch that one. Too many men on the ice. That was Rivette that came out just a touch early. As he's out there with Lance Brown and Emmett Guest. Shot on the half board. 5 minutes gone of the second period. 1-1. As Guest now controls, tries to find him out. Scores! Lance Brown! Oh my! What a goal. That was Lance Brown. As you'll see them work this out. That's a great play by Emmett Guest. As right there, Lance Brown touches that one up in the corner. And it is now 2-1. What a fantastic goal by Lance Brown. As Gatineau controls this one in low. 2-1, 14 minutes remaining of the second period. Gatineau's going to control this on the half board, trying to find their way out. They can't find into the shooting lane now. Wranglers plug that one up. Shot off the side of the net. Neal easily had that angle cut off. Going to be an icing call. Waved off. As they work this one low. David Duggan, some stuff going on behind the play there as Rivette took a huge slash behind the play. Referee, this is the problem with the one referee system, is that the linesman saw it, but there was nothing he could do on that, as it's a minor penalty at the most. As Wranglers battle hard in behind the net. Some more stick work in behind the far side. That was Cry that took a slash on the far side. In comes Gatineau on the outside. Grimbleby broke that one up. And they flick this one. Too many men on the ice for Gatineau. Not called by the officials. Grimbleby now controls. He's going to put this one on. One touch in by Cry. Now a foot race. This is Jackson Payne. Icing now called as Grimbleby picked this one up. last goal was scored by Lance Brown. Of course, another native local guy here from Amosview. Again, his second year here with the Wranglers, and he had the second goal, as it is still 2-1 for the Wranglers. Another icing call. Foot race now. Very light whistle. That was a foot race to the hash mark, but tie goes to the runner, I guess, as the puck will come down. Oh, at home. Well, thank you for listening at home right now. We appreciate you tuning in here on Black Bear TV. I'd like to say hello to Tyler Doolin's mom listening at home. As you know, Tyler sitting out a couple games. Nice young man that we met here up here. We might put him on the mic later on. We'll see how that goes. He was looking forward to playing in this game, but unfortunately he'll be sitting out for a little bit. Nice spin move there by Ty Wood and grabbed by the Gatineau goalie at 13 minutes remaining of the second period. Face off to the right-hand side of the Gatineau goalie. This is going to be Miracle stepping in on the draw. Ryan Miracle from Deseronto. Face off won by Gatineau. As they try to work this one out on the half board, they missed the assignment back to Rose. Rose is going to one-touch this one on the far side. They work this one in. That was Garley. Garley and Wood in the corner trying to work this one out. As Blake Wood lifts the stick of the player and gets it out. Gatineau has to regroup as they get on site, knocked down by Rose. He's going to look for an outlet pass. And he's got some time now. They're going to set this up. Ty Wood and Blake Wood both on the ice right now together. One's a forward, one's a defenseman. Almost a one nice play by Garley. And back comes Gatineau on the odd man rush. Nice drop pass across the middle. They can't turn this and control this, but kept in at the line. Long shot off the top of the mask of Neal and out of play at 12:04 of the second period. Still got a few things we got to work on here for the broadcast. We don't have any sound on our secondary camera stuff. Working on that, folks. But again, every game we're working on improving the broadcast for everyone at home. Face off, won by Lance Brown. Quick spin, shot outside, now control. This is Hayden Rivette. He's going to dump this one in now, foot race. Hayden Rivette will finish his check in behind the net. This is Emmett Guest trying to get out front. Hayden Rivette's going to turn, fire, miss. Now a step up. This is Grimbleby, tries to help out again. Net's knocked off. Referee called that one. 11:46 face off in the neutral zone out front of the Wranglers bench. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Black Bear TV, here at the Cataraqui Center, or as we call it, the Ranch. Coach Mark Majors asking for an explanation from the referee on why the whistle went so quick. Lance Brown steps in on the draw. He's out there with Rivette and Guest. Face off, pushed through by Brown. This is Rivette. Quick shot off the blocker of the Gatineau goaltender and in behind the net. Gatineau now controls. 11:30 remaining of the second period. Stays onside. They can't control. They're going to dump this in. Grimbleby now goes in behind the net. No one there. Controlled by Gatineau in behind the net. Grimbleby gets this one back. He's going to slow down, have a look. He's going to bang this one hard and does get out. Nice stick lift by Hayden Rivette. Not enough gas, though, to get down there and chase this one down. Hayden Rivette now hits his man on the board. Lance Brown comes in for support. And they're going to start backing this up. Lance Brown going for his change. He gets it. Duggan now comes out. He knocks down Grimbleby. It's going to be offside as the change at the line as Mathieu Sauvin came out, and he was just a little bit behind and couldn't get back onside. Duggan out there with Sabre and Sauvin. Manikoff out there with Blake Wood. Gatineau is going to control in their own zone. Long, lazy dump in. And Manikoff now is going to chase this one back. This is Nikita Manikoff. Blake Wood, he's going to one-touch this one off the glass and control through the feet of Duggan. Can't control, quick shot. Easily handled by Neal as Blake Wood finished his check. Also, one of the nice things for the Wranglers this year, they got some size. That was one of the things that they were lacking last year. They got some big boys now back on the point. As last year, Grimbleby was the biggest defenseman they have. And now he's fitting in nicely with the other crew there. Nice move by Sylvain as he's pushed into the corner. He goes on his backhand now. Out come the Wranglers. Quick shot, Gatineau, and again, had to grab that one quick. As there was a battle as the captain, David Duggan, ever so dangerous. Team lead scoring right now. Both teams change. As Ryan Miracle gets out there. He's out there with Ty Wood. Gavin Garley's out there with Grimbleby and Rose. Miracle's going to take this draw. Miracle wins the draw, tries to go back, they do. Grimbleby's going to quick shot off a foot. Left-hand side, bouncing puck though, tricky. Wranglers can't capitalize on that one. As Garley now battles his man on the half board, they're going to put this one on the outside. Now it's a foot race. This is Ryan Miracle now, can't get it. It's going to go off his leg into the corner in behind the net. Grimbleby's going to battle his man as he's going to get support from Gavin Garley. Also, Miracle comes back, hits his man. Nice block again. Quick shot off a foot in the corner. Shot again, they get no staying on the outside. They can't get anything really through to Neal. Nice little move by the defenseman, long shot, and Neal saw that one from a mile away. The Las Vegas boy. He's going to grab that one, face off to the right-hand side. 9:40 remaining of the second period. Guest, Lance Brown, and Rivette now come out. Face off on the right-hand side. Lance Brown steps in on the draw, wins the draw. Back to Rose. Off the corner of the net there, tried to work this one around, couldn't get it back to Guest. Now controlled by Gatineau, they work it out front. Neal's got to scramble a little bit, but he gets it. Big hit, Rose takes a huge bump there as he puts it around. Now Grimbleby goes into the corner. Rivette on the half board waiting for this one, can't get through. Gatineau tries to get this one, hard shot. Now Guest tries to get this one out, now they get it out. One touch from Rivette to Guest. Guest now gets this one through. He's going to press his man. Gatineau now gets it out. Grimbleby hit hard, bumps the referee. Referee finally gets out of that play. He doesn't want to be in there. Referee tells him to get this thing moving. They're not moving it. Now it comes free. Long shot. Gatineau goalie's just going to hang on to that one as Emmett Guest stops at 8:47 remaining of the first period. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Black Bear TV live from the ranch. Next game is November 2nd against New York Dynamo. Game time 7:30 here on Black Bear TV. Player offside, a little bumping out front. That's Cry. He's not scared. He'll get in there. Face off now, David Duggan, right-hand side of the goalie. He wins that draw. But Gatineau's going to control off a foot, though, stays in. 8:30 remaining. Long flick down. Bounce pass, but controlled by Cry. He tried to go across ice to Theo Dryshire. Now kicked out, but controlled by Gatineau. They're going to slap this in, delayed offside. Neal's going to play this one into the corner. Dryshire battles his man. On the half board now, can't work this one out. They missed the one touch on that one. This is Cry now. He's going to work this one out. He's going to slap this one down. Now a foot race. This is Payne now. Goes in behind the net. Bumps his man. Support by Ty Wood. They step around him. Now they're working outside. David Duggan now the captain's going to step in then. Icing waved off on this. They work it outside. Again, controlled by the Wranglers. Quick shot. Neal easily kicks that one to the side. Now a battle against the half board now. This is Neal. No, that's Duggan now. He's going to battle his man low. As Gatineau can't find their way out. Quick shot. Neal's going to knock that one down. Another quick shot off a leg again, blocking the shooting lanes. and controlled by the Wranglers. This is Ty Wood. Long pass off a stick. This will negate the icing. Now a foot race. David Duggan gets in first. He wraps around from his man. He's got support. Couldn't control. That was Ty Wood. This is Blake Wood now. Tries to work this one in. Ryan Miracle chases in behind the net. Spins away from his man. Now he's going to hit his man behind the net. Knocked down. At the line by Manikoff. Slapped across the ice. That was Ty Wood. Long shot. That was Ryan Miracle. And now controlled. Gatineau is going to try and work this one out. Nope, kept in at the line by Ryan Miracle. Spins, fires, goes wide in behind the net. 6:40 remaining of the second period. 2-1 for the Wranglers. And now a foot race. This is Lance Brown getting back. Icing's waved off. Browner's going to look for some move. Nice little nifty little move. Gives the guys some breathing room. Nice long pass for Rivette. Hayden Rivette on the outside. He's by himself though. 1-on-3. Has Brown. Brown steps through. Can't get all the way through. As the puck is taken off him. Hayden now on the forecheck. Gatineau controls. 6 minutes remaining of the second period. 2-1 Wranglers. Goals by Brown and Duggan. This is Gatineau now. 2-on-2. They're going to work around the outside. Tries to go with a quick shot. Neal easily kicks that one to the side. As Guest now tries to work this out now. Now Blake Wood works up to Rivette. Rivette with a quick long wrister off the blocker. And Guest is going to put this one right back out front. It's their tip. Oh, Hayden Rivette just missed that one. As now they kick this one around the outside. Now it's a foot race. That's Steven Sabre. Hits his man. Knocked out the line. Got by Blake Wood. Now it's a 3-on-1. Misplay by Gatineau. They can't get that one out. Nobody there. Huge hit by Steven Sabre in the corner. He peeled his man right off and threw him down. As Gatineau's going to walk and hammer this one. Easily saved by Neal. Another long shot up high off the chest blocker of knocked down by Guest. So that was Neal that knocked that down. Now Guest has it. 5 minutes remaining. Guest tried to find Steven Sabre. Couldn't. This is Rose now. Long shot up high. Tipped off wide by Sabre. Kept in at the line by Duggan on the half board. Now Steven Sabre battles his man in the corner. Support by David Duggan, the captain. They're going to work this one in hard in the corner. Back to the point. This is Jershire. Long shot. Oh, tipped over the glove, but went wide as Grimmelby battles his man in the corner. They try to work this one out. This is Sauvé, supported by David Duggan. Penalty coming up to Gatineau. Neal heads to the bench. Over to Jershire. Rivette's on the ice as the extra attacker. Still controlled by the Wranglers. Delayed penalty. Wranglers work around the outside. They work this one low. This is Grimmelby. And picked off by Gatineau finally at 4:10 as the Wranglers head to the power play. This is a huge PP for the Wranglers. Great opportunity here for the Wranglers. Lance Brown, Rose up front, Grimmelby, Guest, and Rivette. Rose is going to spin around the outside. Rose puts it across to Guest. Grimmelby now. They're going to turn this one around across to Rose. They're going to try and work this in. This is Rivette now working low. Rivette nice and slow, finds Guest, tries to go back in the shooting lane. Guest mishandled that one, tried to circle away from his man. As Rose tries to knock that one out, he can't. Wranglers can't control. This is Grimmelby going back. And they're going to hit this one down. Gatineau's going to change a player. 2 players. The Wranglers are going to set up. Up to Grimmelby now. He's going to cross the blue line, drop off for Guest. Guest can't keep that in at the line. Rose is back though. And Lance Brown also comes back for the hand. Puck now controlled in behind the net. That was Neal to Rose. Rose now is going to take his time. He's going to find Lance Brown. Couldn't control that one off his foot. He's going to go back to Rose. Rose should find Brown on the far side. Oh, that was off the foot, but Brown did get this one out. Wranglers can't seem to find their footing on this power play. Long shot by Gatineau as it stays behind the net. This is Rose now. He's going to stop, take a breather. Wranglers change. Sabre and Sauvain's out there. Nice pass up to Sauvain. He's going to work around the outside. Can't find his outlet pass. Doesn't like what he sees. He's going to circle away. He's got room now. He's got Grimbleby. Grimbleby takes his time. He's got Blake on the far side. Sabre just missed that one. It's a long shot in. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty. They're working across. They can't find this. This is Sauvain, the feet of the referee. He's going to control this one off the feet of Manikoff. That's Nikita Manikoff. As now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Both teams change. Long pass. This is Sabre. Sabre's going to work around the outside. He's got a quick set of hands on him. Tries to work it on the half board. 1:55 remaining. Less than 2 minutes in the second period. Out comes Gatineau. But again, David Duggan picks that one up. That's offside. Could not keep that in at the line. Again, we talk about Steven Sabre and the quick hands. Again, if you have a chance, I think I mentioned it earlier, if you want to head over to the Kingston Wrangler Instagram account, we did a mic'd up segment with Steven Sabre. Pretty funny stuff. He's a funny kid, but we saw some of his funny stuff he does in practice with his hands. Just quick set of mitts on the kid. 1:46 remaining. This is Ryan Miracle in for the draw. He wins the draw. Back to Wood. Wood, one-touch pass off to Manikoff. And up to Garley, and they try to get this one in, and they can't. Ty Wood and Blake Wood both out there. Ryan Miracle now steps in on the draw. Face off, won by Miracle, but slapped in the corner by Gatineau. They're going to hammer this one around the outside. Kept in, shot in hard around. Now it's a foot race in the corner. This is Garley going in for this one. He's given support by Manikoff, but out comes Gatineau. 2-on-1, but Ryan Miracle's back offside. As Canteen took a little second hoppy there at the line. Wranglers change. They're going to put out Grimbleby and Rose again. Out comes David Duggan, Sabre. And on the far side, Sauvain. 1:17 remaining of the second period. David Duggan, your captain, steps in on the draw. Face off, won by David Duggan to Grimbleby, and he's going to put this one out. Off the stick of the Gatineau player into the corner. David Duggan on the forecheck, gets control. Goes back to Grimbleby, he can control. He's going to put it back to Duggan. Duggan can't work it in low. Now Steven Sabre, he goes back to Grimbleby. Grimbleby back to Sabre. 55 seconds remaining. Out to David Duggan, tries the quick one-touch pass across to Sauvain, who wasn't there, wasn't ready for it. Off the side of the net, no real play there as Gatineau tries to slap this one out. They can't control. Now it's a foot race now, but controlled by Sauvain. Back come the Wranglers now. Odd man rush. They try to work this one in. As Sauvain couldn't push through his man. David Duggan now tries to chase his guy down. And it's a long pass around Sabre. Grimbleby is going to control. Long dump in behind, 20 seconds remaining. Knocked down by the goaltender for Gatineau. 2-1 for the Wranglers. Gatineau's going to go for the long pass. 13 seconds. Now it's a foot race. Grimbleby's going to beat everybody there and slap this down. That negates the icing. Small foot race here. This is Hayden Rivette. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, end. Nice, huge hit by Steven Sabre right at the end of the period. At the end of 2, the Kingston Wranglers lead by 1 as we head to the intermission show. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Wrangler Hockey, live on Black Bear from the ranch.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports Spring Tournaments. Check out all the tournaments they have to offer. In their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for all levels in Kingston. Their tournaments include Adult Hockey Classic, Ontario Prospects D2, D3, and Junior Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports Spring Hockey 4-on-4 leagues in Kingston, Napanee, and Girls League only based out of Napanee as well. Head on over to realmsports.com to register your player today.
This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by HDC Kingston Realm Sports. Kingston is the newest state-of-the-art facility brought to Kingston, located at 1325 Centennial Drive. It offers programs to players from U8 to U20. Programs include our skate mill training and total training package, utilizing our 2 skate mills, Fusion Skating Zone, and much, much more. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by, in their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for players of all levels in Kingston. Tournaments include our Ontario Prospects D2 and D3 Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by TPH. Realm Sports Academy, powered by TPH, is an academy offered to students grades 6 to 12, looking for a holistic approach to academics. The academy offers specialization in sports, including hockey, baseball, softball, and golf. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by 417 Bus Line, founded in 1958 in Castleman, Ontario, is a bus and charter transportation provider serving the Ottawa region with a large fleet of over 850 vehicles. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers Hockey brought to you by Realm Sports is a family-centered multi-sport academy located in Kingston, Ontario. They offer a variety of programs, including sports tournaments, spring hockey leagues, teams, and camps designed for different age groups. The organization focuses on providing exciting and educational sports experiences.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports Spring Tournaments. Check out all the tournaments they have to offer. In their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for all levels in Kingston. Their tournaments include Adult Hockey Classic, Ontario Prospects D2, D3, and Junior Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports, hosting spring hockey 4-on-4 leagues in Kingston, Napanee, and Girls League only based out of Napanee as well. Head on over to realmsports.com to register your player today.
This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by HDC Kingston Realm Sports. Hockey Development Center Kingston is the newest state-of-the-art facility brought to Kingston, located at 1325 Centennial Drive. It offers programs to players from U8 to U20. Programs include our skate mill training and total training package, utilizing our 2 skate mills, Fusion Skating Zone, and much, much more. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by, in their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for players of all levels in Kingston. Tournaments include our Ontario Prospects D2 and D3 Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by TPH. Realm Sports Academy, powered by TPH, is an academy offered to students grades 6 to 12, looking for a holistic approach to academics. The academy offers specialization in sports, including hockey, baseball, softball, and golf. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by 417 Bus Line, founded in 1958 in Castleman, Ontario, is a bus and charter transportation provider serving the Ottawa region with a large fleet of over 850 vehicles. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by Realm Sports is a family-centered multi-sport academy located in Kingston, Ontario. They offer a variety of programs, including sports tournaments, spring hockey leagues, teams, and camps designed for different age groups. The organization focuses on providing exciting and educational sports experiences.
for the third period. A little behind myself there. Goals by Lance Brown and your captain, David Duggan. As they got the clock reset here for the third period. Again, thank you so much for joining us here live from the ranch. Cataraqui Center, Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Part of the St. Lawrence Conference. This will be a big game today. As Lance Brown steps in on the draw, he's out there with Rivette and Guest. Blake Wood out there on the point with Manikoff. Face-off pushed through by Lance Brown, but controlled by Gatineau. Now it's a foot race. Hayden Rivette now hits his man in behind the net. As they try to battle out comes Gatineau. Blake Wood forces his man to the outside, steps through, can't get the puck all the way through into the corner. Gatineau's coming out with a little bit of jump on this one. As they try to go from point to point, long dump in, knocked down and controlled by Lance Brown. Can't get it through though. Rivette's now going to try and push the win. He can't either. Long dump in by Gatineau. The defense going to change. As Wranglers walk out front, but it's knocked down, controlled. That was a risky move by Manikoff, but he made up for it. As Gatineau now tries to work on the outside off the blocker of Neal. Rivette now bumps his man on the half board, tries to kick this one out. He can't. Long dump in, up over the net of Neal. As Manikoff battles his man in behind the net, now they work on the outside. Emma Guest now gets it. Shrieking Hayden Rivette, long pass, picked off by Gatineau. They're going to circle. Odd man rush now, long dump. Everybody goes for a change. As Blake Wood now grabs control, goes behind the net, and they slow this one down. Long pass, this is Guest now. He's got help. He's got Sylvain with him. Long shot, and the Gatineau goalie's going to grab it, hang on to this one at 18:33. Face off to the right-hand side of the Gatineau goalie. This is David Duggan. Out there with Sabre. And Sylvain. Grimbleby, long shot for him, and he's out there with Rose, his defense partner. Gatineau tries to get this one out. They're going to long bump this one past, but Rose is going to get this one in behind the net. Rose blows the tire, falls down as it's slapped out hard. They're going to call this one icing, and they do. 18-12 remaining of the third period. Again, our next home game, November 2nd, New York Dynamo in town. This game will be broadcast right here on Black Bear TV. Face off now to the left-hand side of Neal, won by Gatineau, but straight out. Now it's a foot race and kept out by Sylvain. Sabre now blows the tire. He's down. That was Steven Sabre. He's up now as he had a full head of steam. Blew a tire and went face first into the boards. But he's back up. This is him cutting through the middle. He's going to dump this one down, pushes his way through, and chases his man. He'll finish his check. Sabre's a big hitter as he hit his man hard. Sabre works his way back now. Penalty coming up. Steven Sabre's getting a call for slashing. I guess when he skated away, took a swing at the Gatineau player. Might have let that one go a little bit on a 2-1 call. Maybe that was something that had nothing to do with the play, but referee thought that was a call, and Gatineau goes on the power play. Long pass across by Gatineau. Brown and Duggan, the forwards on this penalty kill. Out there with Manikoff and Wood. Gatineau on the outside tries to find their way through. They can't. Out come the forwards. They're going to block this one. Long shot. Hit the player up front. Neal up over the net. Neal had that one read though as he stepped out. Gatineau keeps it in at the line. They try to go across the defense. They get their pass. They're trying to find that shooting lane. Again, Neal's going to grab that one all day long. can't even emphasize the work that Mark Majors has done with this team, keeping all the shots on the outside and keeping that shooting lane clear until they need to plug it up so that Neal can grab that one all day long. This is Hayden Rivette now stepping in on the draw. He's out there with Sauvin. Face off one. This is Sauvin, tried to flick this one out. If he got that, he was gone. Back to the Gatineau defense now. 16:50, 1 minute remaining in the penalty. To Sabre for slashing. Grimbleby now is going to try and get this one out, and he does. Gatineau now has to regroup. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. Gatineau can't find their way through and controlled. Long dump in by Grimbleby. Hayden Rivette's going to forecheck this one a little bit. He's going to circle away. Gatineau's going to change. Wranglers are going to back up. Keep this to the outside. Gatineau can't find their way in. 25 seconds remaining in the penalty. Gatineau can't find their way in. They try to walk in off a leg again. Wranglers plugging up that shooting lane. Hand pass now called. Almost said the captain of Gatineau really wanted that not called as they slap it down, but there was control. Ryan Miracle now wins that draw against the boards now. There's press. This is Manikoff now. Ryan Miracle with a huge hit. No call on that. As Ryan Miracle, he seemingly got away with that one. As the player that Miracle hit, he's going straight to the bench. Controlled by Miracle. He tries to wrap it up. She scores! Oh my! Ty Wood sneaks in, and he makes it 3-1 for the Wranglers. As you see it dumped in, and it slowed down, works its way out as Hayden Rivette tried to wrap around and didn't go. But then Ty Wood comes all the way in, and he hammers that one in. And it is now a 3-1 lead for the Wranglers. Now Ty Wood just joined the team, so sorry, Mom and Dad, we don't have an overlay for him just yet. As the goal scorer, Ty Wood now controls. He's going to go back to Blake Wood, and now they dump this one in. This is Gatineau now controls. They're going to back up. Controlled in the line, down the foot. Oh, miscommunication there. One-on-one play now. Long shot off the blocker of Neal. He puts it back up over the glove of Neal, but wide. Not kept in at the line now. Here come the Wranglers. One-on-one. Nice play. That was Garley. As the Wranglers are skating with confidence right now. As Manikoff now circles away from his man on the half board, but turns it over. Here comes Gatineau, and shot right into the glove of Neal at 14:45 of the third period. A little bit of chirping going on right now. As Ty Wood and the Gatineau player having words. Face off now on the left-hand side of Neal. Won by Lance Brown in the corner. Shot up hard. This is now Rivette. Now it's a foot race. He's out there with Guest and Lance Brown. Off the stick of Guest. He keeps it in. Keeps it alive. Works around the outside now. Two Wranglers out front. Guest trying to find his way. He finds Brown. Quick shot. Nice read by the Gatineau goaltender as Gatineau going to retreat on this one. Nice forechecking by Guest. As Rivette hits his man, rolls over Guest. Size was an issue last year for the Wranglers, not this year. They're not getting knocked around. As they now put this one out, now they're going to back up, have a breath, and put this one in. Hayden Rivette now is going to dump this one in and a foot chase. Gatineau changes, getting frustrated. Gatineau again can't truly get this one out off the leg of Payne. Payne's hammered down the blue line though. Gatineau still can't get this one in. 2 Wranglers in helping. This is Hayden Rivette and Payne. Gloves and sticks are up. Cooler heads Revale as David Duggan cut through the middle, had his head down but got his head up the last second. Gatineau can't seem to find their way in. They have to back up yet again. It's David Duggan now stepping out. Lazy dump in by Gatineau and behind the net now a foot race. This is Grimbleby. Hammers his man. Rose is going to control. Penalty coming up. This is going to be Grimbleby for tripping. As they're going to call a hold on that one. As Grimbleby handled his man in the corner. Couldn't quite get away from his man. Handled it a little bit rough and threw his man to the ice. 13-18 remaining of the third period. Power play opportunity for Gatineau. Face off, left-hand side of Austin Neal. Something we didn't mention earlier, Cal Parkinson called up from the varsity team. He's backing up Neal tonight. Gatineau now wins the draw, controls. They're working around the outside now. Sabres out there with Brown. Off the stick of Brown. Into the corner. Manikoff out there on the point with Rose. Gatineau can't find their way in. One-timer off the side of the net. Now foot race. Rose battles his man, gets it out. Lance Brown also pushes his man back. 30 seconds gone in the penalty. Gatineau's going to regroup. Lance Brown goes for the change. Out comes Hayden Rivette for him. This is now Rivette and Sabre up front. On the far side, Neal read that one off his mask. Quick shot. Nice save by Neal. Oh, he got over in a hurry on that one. In once Gatineau misses the net on the outside as Hayden Rivette now goes for a change, as does Rose. Wood comes out as David Duggan also comes out. That's the second time Steven Sabre has just blown a tire and fallen down. You might need a skate sharpening. Neal blocks that one into the corner. Off the foot. Now it's a foot race. This is David Duggan now. Tries to push his way through. He does 1-on-3. Back comes Gatineau the other way. 4-on-3. Again, Wranglers out in the shooting zone. Off a stick into the corner. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty. Gatineau can't find their way in. Missed the one-timer again. Off a foot. Tried to work this one out. They can't. Backhand misses wide. As Wood battles his man. That's Blake Wood. He's worked over the corner. Just took a high stick. But that was from his own player. That was David Duggan. That high stuck Blake Wood in the face. As Ty Wood now comes out of the box. Knocked down by Neal. He's going to try and grab this one. He can't. And cleared by the Wranglers. We're back to even strength hockey. It's going to be icing with 11:01 remaining of the third period. 3-1 for the Wranglers here at the Ranch. Thank you so much again for joining us here on Black Bear TV. Your home for all USPHL action in this pivotal St. Lawrence Division game. As Duggan steps in on the draw, wins the draw, pushes it through, but can't control. Now Wood's going to back up on this one. That's Blake Wood. One touch pass, they get this one up. Now Ty Wood has to go back with it. Ty Wood to Blake Wood. Up off the stick of Garley. And shot in deep. Now it's a foot race in behind the net. Gatineau's trying to find their outlet pass. They can't. Ty Wood's going to knock this one down in control. Blake Wood's going to hit his man on the side. He misses it. And Gatineau tries to get outside. They can't. Shot blocked. Shot blocked again. Wranglers hammering up that shooting lane. As all 5 Wranglers change at once. Dangerous change. Rose gets over first. Long shot. Neal kicks that one off the outside. As they shoot this one wide. Again, Gatineau now putting the pressure on a little bit. As the player went back to change, he couldn't. Guessed out there with Rivette. This is going to be, nope, tip icing. Whoa, Neal thought that was icing, and it went right out through his crease. Touched some paint. As Guest now is going to control the inside off the foot and in. Bouncing puck can't really control by Gatineau. They do, but nice forward checking. Out comes Gatineau, 4 wide. As Manikoff now, he's going to battle his men on the side. Guest is now going to control. Can't get it on the half board. It's a one-on-one here. Again, off the lane, quick shot by himself, and misses wide up over the glove of Neal. Neal got to step up on that one. Nice hard hit against the boards on that one as they work this one around. Now shot in, Gatineau in behind the defense. They can't seem to find their way in. This is Manikoff. Manikoff bump hard, and this is Hayden Rivette now. He's got Guest with him. Hayden Rivette's going to have one step. Can't really find this one. Lance Brown, though, steps through. Goal scorer for tonight as well. As Guest is dumped down in front of the net. No call by the official. Now it's a 1-on-2, 2-on-2. As Manikoff keeps his man to the outside now, he's given support by Miracle. Neal kicks that one to the side at 8:46. Remaining of the third period, face off to the left-hand side of Neal. Both teams changing on this one. Grimbleby and Wood on the point. As Miracle's going to step in on the draw. He's out there with Ty Wood. That's Garley on the far side. Quick shot, kicked off by Neal. This is Blake Wood now, shoots it around the outside. Garley can't quite get to that one. Off the mesh and out of play. 8:36 remaining of the third period. Face off the left-hand side of Neal. Ryan Miracle steps in on the draw. Face off won by Gatineau, but controlled by the Wranglers. They almost get this one out. They can't. Blake Wood throws his big body back in there, controls the puck. He's along the boards. Garland can't get this one out. Miracle missed it. Now he's going to control and wrap around in front of the net. He's going to put this off the glass. Tips off the side of the pad into the bench. Just misses coach Mark Majors. They all have a laugh at that one. As Miracle tried to bank this one off and just missed. Face off to the right-hand side of Neal. Face off won by Miracle into the corner and put around by Wood. Garley now can't get this one out. Grimbleby is going to control this one. He's going to go behind the net to Wood. Wood's going to bank this one again off. That's a one-touch pass. Almost gets it. Now they get it out. Now it's a 2-on-1. As Ryan Miracle couldn't get this one back out front. Now Remy Cry's going to come in on this one. And they get this one out. Long pass. Gatineau into their feet. They still control. 1-on-2 now. And slapped into the corner by Blake Wood. Blake Wood pushed in. Penalty coming up. High stick. Another penalty to the Wranglers. High sticking the call behind the play. Don't think anybody really saw that one. As Gatineau goes back to the power play. Face off, won by the Wranglers. They get this one out. Rose out there with Saber. Manikoff and David Duggan. Quick shot off the stick. Above Rose in the corner. Interference call. That's going to be interference for sure. Oh, they're going to call it cross-checking. I would have called that interference. That's going to negate the power play. A little 4-on-4 hockey as we're going to come all the way back down to the Gatineau end. As the Wranglers will get a very brief 20-second power play. David Duggan's going to go off, join his line. Hayden Rivette's going to come out with Lance Brown, Rose, and Manikoff out there. Lance Brown going to take the left-handed draw on the right-handed side of the Gatineau goalie, but face-off won by Gatineau. Here they come, 2-on-3. They're lightly going to dump this one down into the corner. Lance Brown in behind the net. Now he's going to control and slow this one down. Hayden Rivette goes high. Rose is going to spread out, long pass. As Rivette just missed that one. Oh, they're going to say that Hayden Rivette touched that one center ice. I don't think anybody in the building believed that happened, but that's okay. They're going to wave that one off. Now here comes Gatineau. Turnover at the line by Lance Brown. Nice play. This is Rivette now, works outside. Lance Brown going for the change. Has Rivette in there by himself. Guest comes out now for the 4-on-4. Backhand in at the line by Rose and battled in. This is now Rivette behind the net. Tries to get this one. A quick shot. Just missed wide by Manikoff as he pinched in. Guest is back. He's going to shoot this one long. The tip in the corner, misses the net. Kept in at the line by Rose. Now it's a 2-on-3. Nice hit, center ice, but Rose got knocked down. Looks like another penalty coming up against Gatineau, as there was a huge hit as Rose got hit. The Gatineau player tried to give him the what for laying on the ice. And now Gatineau down a man. We're going to be 4-on-3 for 27 seconds, then a 5-on-3 for remaining 20 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for remaining 110. Face off won by David Duggan, not kept in at the line by Brown. Grimbleby's out there. On the far side, that's going to be Sauvé. They're going to take their time on this one, 15 seconds remaining. Now the Wranglers going to wind this one up. Grimbleby's going to take his time. They're going to go for the quick 5-on-3 here. 5 seconds remaining. Now watch the Wranglers pick it up. Here's David Duggan coming through. He was offside though. Yeah. 1 second remaining. In the 4-on-3, we're going to be 5-on-3. Face off now. David Duggan takes the draw. Shot in hard. 20 seconds now for a 5-on-3. Hayden Rivette comes out of the box. Now Wranglers going to pick up pace on this one. Brought in by Lance Brown. Tries to go to the outside. He wins his battle. Tries to go on the half board. They can't. They clear. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Now we're going back to a 5-on-4 situation for a minute 10 like we talked about earlier. 5:22 remaining of the third period. 3-1 for the Wranglers. Hayden Rivette misses the long pass off the foot of Lance Brown. And in come the Gatineau. They're pushed to the outside. Now controlled by the Wranglers. They're going to carry this one out. One pass. This is now Hayden Rivette. Looking for the outlet pass. Nobody there. David Duggan now steps in. They're going to start backing up. 40 seconds remaining in the penalty. 5-on-4 situation for the Wranglers. This is now Rose. 30 seconds now remaining in the penalty. Rose up to Hayden Rivette, who is wide open. He's going to walk in off the trapper of the Gatineau goal they couldn't control. Another bouncing puck they can't control. And Grimbleby, missed assignment now, a half breakaway. Neal comes out to challenge. Neal, nice save by Neal as he faced that one shooter one-on-one. And Wranglers come back the other way. And that will be it for the power play for the Wranglers. Great opportunities. Almost gave up a short opportunity. Out come the Wranglers now through the neutral zone. One touch pass. This is Ty Wood coming in. He's a goal scorer. Ty Wood works around the outside now. He's given support. That's Ryan Miracle now. In the corner, this is Garley. Quick shot from Rose. Tip. Oh, just over the glove of the Gatineau goalie. As Gatineau now backing up. Trying to find their way out. Garley now tries to help his man. He can't. Rose is going to hammer this one in deep. Finishes his check center ice. Knocks his man down. Again, some of the biggest changes that we have seen with the Wranglers. Size was an issue last year. They got knocked around pretty good. Not this year. As well as the forecheck from the Wranglers. Much greatly improved from last year. And of course, the shooting lane. That was a big one. Your Captain David Duggan now stepping in on the draw. He's out there with Sauvin and Sabre. Sauvin took a high stick there, no call. Icing waved off. Just over 3 minutes remaining of the third. Out comes Gatineau now. Wranglers have numbers back. Nice turnover by Sauvin. Given support by the Wranglers. Oh, we got a little exchange. As that was Sauvin exchanging with number 92 from Gatineau. Nice knockdown. That was Sabre skated through his man. David Duggan shoots it up into the glove of the Gatineau goalie as he takes a swipe at the Wranglers captain. 2:41 remaining of the third period. Out comes Rivette, Guest, and Brown. And on the point, we got Jershire and Grimbleby on the far side. Botched face-off by the linesman. Everybody kind of had a goofy look on their faces. Ryan Miracle scores! What was that? It's like he gloved it down. They're saying he gloved it directly in the net, but I'm not quite sure what just happened there as Hayden Rivette makes it 4-1. As we'll take a look at this one here. As you see the shot come in, Rivette goes up to grab this one. He knocks it down. No, he got a stick on that one all the way. And it is now a 4-1 lead for the Wranglers. Wranglers now buzzing, 2 minutes remaining, up 4-1. Oh, here comes Gatineau. No, they haven't given up now, but again, Wranglers back with numbers. As David Duggan gets his man. Gatineau now tries to work around the outside. They can't. They go across the ice, picked up. Quick shot by Gatineau. Again, off a leg, slows it down, and Neal's going to grab that one. What a great play by Hayden Rivette to make it 4-1. Well, Hayden Rivette wasn't one of the guys that got in for the headshots. We don't have an overlay for him. 2 minutes remaining in the third. 4-1 for the Wranglers. Garley now tries to get this one out. Wranglers now 3 wide. Toe dragged by Ryan Miracle. He tried to go through his legs as he had an opportunity there. Didn't have a lot of room there, but tried to put something on net. Out comes Gatineau now, one-on-one. This is Blake Wood backing up. Long shot off his leg. And knocked to the side now. Manikoff now controls cross ice. One touch by Ty Wood as it goes deep. He's a goal scorer tonight. As Gatineau tries to control this one, they now get this one up. They're going to put this one in. Gatineau now controls minute 15 of the third. Off a foot, again, blocking up the shooting lane. David Duggan now controls on the half board. He's going to dump this one out, knocked down by the Gatineau defense, but controlled in by Manikoff. Manikoff dumped down, in comes the captain now. He's going to quick shot up over the glove, over the net though. As Sabre now is going to push this one in. This is the captain, David Duggan now, finishing his check behind the net. They're going to dump this one out. Again, Steve Sabre pushes his man off. David Duggan also back. Sabre bumps his man off and controlled by Wood. This is Blake Wood now, flicks it out. Sabre almost got this one. Gatineau controls in the neutral zone, but now David Duggan has it. 30 seconds remaining in the third. David Duggan's battling his man on the side. Referee's watching that one closely. As Gatineau goes back the other way, Lance Brown knocks his man in the corner. Brownie now knocks this one out. Now it's a foot race. Icing is called. David Duggan bumps his man in behind as he's mobbed by players, goalies, and everything else. As the frustration from Gatineau boiling over. Gatineau does not like getting bumped around. And that's all that's been happening tonight. The Wranglers, as David Duggan has words for the goaltender, we're still in the icing call. And while the referee was distracted, Wranglers got some fresh set of D out there on the back end. Face off to the left-hand side of Neal. Brown's going to step in on the draw. He's out there with Sabre. 17 seconds remaining. Timeout called by the Wranglers. Now the Wranglers going to go for their quick change. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast, here on Black Bear TV. Next game, again, as mentioned, November 2nd against New York Dynamo. Right here, Black Bear TV at the Ranch. So we'll try and work on those commercials in the intermission show. Again, thank you so much for joining us and watching. We'll be here all year. As the teams line up, 17 seconds remaining. Brown still out there. There's too many men on the ice right now for the Wranglers. Got to get a guy off. Rose is going to go off. Face off. Won by Rose. Sabre tried to put his way through. Sabre's going to bump his man. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. And flicked out by Lance Brown. And again, for the first time in Wrangler history, the Wranglers are undefeated at home. And as always, the Wranglers head down to Victory's Corner, down with Jared, the 22nd player of this team. A tradition that started last year and continues this year as the Wranglers celebrate their undefeated 2 games in a row here at home. And we will catch you next week, November 2nd, as New York Dynamo's in town. I'm Bill Newman, and we'll catch you next week.